Alright, okay. So Amog is here, Krishna Chaitanya here, Ojas here, and I think others will join in a bit. So let's do the opening prayers together, and then we will move on. That's our Guru Shishya Parampara, what we call Guru Disciple Succession. And this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji in the middle. And let's do the prayers. अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्च गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Hare Krishna Aarti. Yes, but before that, let's do the Narsimha Aarti, and then we will do Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is Narsimha Dev. So, Tanmay and Krishna Chaitanya. All right, okay. I can see, I think Avi is here. Hare Krishna Avi, welcome. I think this is your first time, maybe. So, just see what's happening. We have just done the opening prayers, and then we do Narsimha Dev Aarti, and after that, we do a bit of Hare Krishna, mainly three devotees, so three children, and everyone will do three times, and they will repeat once, and then everybody else will repeat after that. So we do it three times, three persons. Then we go back and we start Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. I think you can hear us, and we can hear you, Avi. Okay. Yes, please, Adi.
Today, today or tomorrow, can I do an Om Jai Jagdish Hare?
Om Jai Jagdish Hare. Okay, sure. If you would like to do it today, we can do it today.
Bapuji,
Yes, please, Adi.
tomorrow I'm starting the presentation,
Very
so
nice.
don't worry, okay?
Okay, that will be really good. And take your time. You are not in a hurry. Just understand that presentation, understand that story, and then make the presentation. And it will be really good when you will present to everyone. And I will let everybody knows just the gist of it, what you are presenting. So I'm sure everybody will be very excited to know that. Okay. So
We have done 2 slides.
yes. Yeah. Okay, so Tanmay will do Jai Jagdish, but before that, we'll do Narsimha Arti. Krishna Chaitanya, would you like to do Narsimha Dev's Arti? Are you there? Okay, Krishna Chaitanya, I think, is locked on, but not nearby. Oh,
Prabhu, I'm here.
you are here. Yes. Okay, I had the message from your mom that you might be late.
Yeah, sorry, it was just my mom thought we would come late, but we actually came early.
Which is great. Yes. Okay, so over to you. Would you like to do Narsimha Dev's Arti, please?
Yeah.
Okay, go on, please then.
Namaste Narasimha. Ya. Praladala Hridayine.
Namaste Narasimhaya
Praladala Hridayine.
Prahlad Daine
Hiranya Kashipu Vaksah.
Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha
Shilatan Kanakalaye.
Shilatanika Nakhalaye
Ito Nasimha Parato Nasimha.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapate.
Narasimhadim Jaranam Papade
Tava Kada Kamalavari Hinaka Aduta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa.
तव कर कमल वरे नागा मधुत शय्या दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु भृङ्गा
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे
केशवदेता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय 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 प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय
जय गौरनिताय Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Jai Jai Jai
Guru
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Nrsimhadev ki
Jai,
Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki
Jai,
Jai Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai all devotees of Krishna.
जय हरी हरी बोल कृष्ण चैतन्य की जय हरी हरी बोल थैंक यू
Jai.
हरी बोल आदि की जय and Devesh and Devika here thank you so much for being here Hare Krishna Devesh how are you doing
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna good to have you okay very nice and Hare Krishna Rohan glad you are also here okay Adi would like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra yes Adi please
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Adi.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Adi. Very nice of you. Very kind. Ojas, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra as well, please?
Yeah.
Yes. Go on, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, please, Ojas.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Can I do
Hare.
Hare Krishna Aarti?
Thank you so much. Dinesh, yes, please.
Hare Krishna,
It was
Hare
me.
Krishna,
Oh,
Krishna
okay.
Krishna,
We come back to you, Krishna Chaitanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
One more time, Dinesh, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Devesh. Very nice. Krishna Chaitanya, yes, please. You go on now.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adi, Ojas, Divesh, Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you, everyone, for doing it. Tanmay, would you like to do it today or would you like to do it tomorrow? You said.
Doesn't matter, I'll do it today. It's okay if I'll do it tomorrow.
All right, great. So let's do it tomorrow then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you. So what we were doing.
Hare Krishna.
Go on, please. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Tanmay. Very nice. Thank you. All right, Hari Bol. So Jay is not here. Jay might join later. Jay got another class, but Jay was the one who suggested that before we will go back to Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, where we had left, we will better do a recap. So we are doing the recap which we started, and we will continue with the recap, and then we will go back to chapter 4, and we will start from chapter 4. And it's a good thing to do the recap in between, just to remind everyone where we are, what we have already covered. So just to say, why did we break? We were doing Bhagavad Gita chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Then we started chapter 4. And this is good for you as well, Avi, because you have recently joined, that we read Bhagavad Gita. And we have I will share the slides, and in the slides you can see. Sorry, Avi, would you like to say something? Would you like to ask something? Are you saying? Okay, no worries. Feel free anytime, anything which comes to mind. If you want to say, feel free. It's quite informal. So, and any point you would like to say anything, feel free and go for it. Okay, I'm hoping you are there, Avi, because it's your dad's name, Sharad. But I hope you sitting. But even if you're okay, great. Hare Krishna. So, yes, we were doing chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. We did all that. And then when we reached to chapter 4, 4.6, 4.7, that's where Krishna said to Arjuna that whenever and wherever there is a rise in irreligion and decline in religion, I millennium after millennium, I come myself, appear myself. And then this is what Krishna said, that I come. Why do I come? I come to help my devotees, right? And to kill the demons, the bad demons. So these two reasons and these two times when Krishna comes. And then we thought this is a good time. We started a seminar of a series of workshops we did, where we prepared this classes for each, well, out of 10 incarnation, we went to each incarnation, and we spent very good time on each incarnation. Most of the classes for each incarnation we had one class, but some of them we had more. For example, Lord Rama, there are many characters in Lord Rama, and we went through each of them and we learned different lessons. And similarly for Lord Krishna, there were lots of slides there, but most of them we had one slide. And Rohan is there. Rohan was very nice. Rohan did the presentation on Narsimha Dev, and Rohan also did the presentation, I think, on Pashuramji as well. And now, just to let you know just the taster. Adi is very inspired and motivated by Rohan. Tanmay did Lord Ram. So Adi is very inspired, and Adi said, "I would also like to do." And consider this: Adi is very young. Adi is one of the, well, we have Arnav as well, who is the youngest, I think. Arnav is, yeah, Arnav is not. Yeah, Arnav is not here at the moment. So at the moment, Adi is the youngest, and Adi has taken up the challenge. He's so inspired and motivated. He himself came forward and he said, "I would like to prepare something." So Adi is going to prepare something from Shrimad Bhagavatam. So just to let you know, we have Bhagavad Gita, which was the dialogue between Krishna and Arjun. Then we have Puranas. Then we have 18 Purans, and out of them, the best one is Shrimad Bhagavat Puran, and that's also called Bhagavatam, which is very famous even in India. And there is a very nice story in Canto 8 about an elephant and a crocodile. And I will not tell you anything more because Adi is going to tell us. Not today, not tomorrow, but what I have requested Adi that he understands the story in his own time. And once he has prepared the slides, whatever he.
Babuji,
Yes,
tomorrow I'm gonna do it. I've understood it today. Tomorrow
very nice.
tomorrow I'm gonna complete.
All right, great. That will be really, really nice, Adi. If you, but again, as I always say, don't rush because it's not an exercise to tick the box that you have done it. Take your time, and if you like to have more time, feel free.
Because I'm worried about this also. I revised. I did it quickly because I was thinking as if in
Yes.
case if I told you once, I have to do it. And if somebody forget, if you forget to do the
I,
slide, then I have to do it.
All right. No worries. Don't you worry. We will not forget. Okay. But yes, if you are ready by tomorrow, do it tomorrow. And anybody who will not able to come tomorrow, we usually record the classes because some of the kids who could not come on certain days of the week, like there are two, three, or four, well, five who are not here today. So they usually don't come or can't come or sometimes not come. Avni is not there. Sohani is not there. Arnav is not there. Jay is not there. And Kana is not there. And Pihu is not there. Well, so there are six of them who could not be here. So for them, sometimes they request to record the class. So what we do, we have started recording and we upload on YouTube and then we share the link. So
Babuji, as to one of our videos,
yes.
one of our videos on YouTube.
Okay,
So
very
one of
nice.
our videos.
Okay, great. Yes, that's nice, Adi, and that's why it is there. Like if somebody missed it, you can always go back and you can check it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we will revise, right? Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, so Divesh got Bhagavad Gita, which is very nice. Very nice, Divesh. Is it your own copy or is it your parents' copy, Divesh?
It was found in my bookshelf.
Oh, it's from
So
the bookshelf. Well, guess what?
my mom got it for me.
Okay, looks like Krishna got it for you then.
Yes, Krishna got it.
Krishna got it for you. Yes, which is very, very nice. Okay, so we will go back. So let me quickly remind you chapter 1, what we did, and then from chapter 2 also we finished. Very quickly, few words about chapter 1 and chapter 2, then we will go back and we will revise chapter. Okay, you can see my slide, my screen now. So chapter one is a split in Bhagavad Gita. There are 18 chapters, right? So just to put everything in context, we are revising. Chapter Bhagavad Gita go 18 chapter. Bhagavad Gita is a split into 18 chapters, splits into three different sections. The first six chapters they are called Karma Yoga. The middle six called Bhakti, devotional yoga. And the last one, they are called Jnana, based on the knowledge. So, karma, the action, the middle one, devotional, bhakti, and the last one, Jnana, knowledge, right? So we are back on the first one, which is part of the first six chapters, and it's doing about karma. But first chapter is split into two. So, first chapter is observing the battle. observing the army in the battlefield. So first chapter is split into two sections. The first section where all the introductions going on. So Duryodhan goes around and then Duryodhan tells everyone, well, not everyone, Duryodhan tells a couple of guys about his own army and then the armies of Pandavas. Then the second part of the first chapter is the most interesting bit because that's where Arjun starts speaking. And what he says, he started saying to Krishna that there are 5 reasons he gives that why he does not want to fight. And the way I request everyone to remember C, D, E, F. And the last one is I. I don't want to fight. So anybody remembers what C stands for? Yeah?
Passion.
Compassion. Yes. So what Arjun says that I have a compassion for all these members. I don't want to fight with them. And then he said D. Anybody would like to say what D stands for? D is
Destruction of family.
very nice, Ojas. Very nice. Destruction of the family members, destruction of the family tradition, destruction of the dynasty. Yes. So he says that the the cultures, the rituals, they all pass through the family tradition. The grandparents, they give it to the parents, parents give it to you, you give it to your children, and that's how it goes. And then what Arjuna says, if these men are going to die here, how their children going to know about their family traditions? So C for compassion, D for destruction of dynasty. What E stands for?
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment. Very nice, Tanmay. Thank you. E is for enjoyment. So what Krishna is saying, that Arjun is saying to Krishna that if all these people will die, then how I will enjoy whatever I'm going to win, right? And then so it's compassion, destruction, enjoyment, and F is for F. He's fearful. He's fearful of sinful reaction. He says that if I would kill my brothers, my cousins, my elders, my sons, then I'm going to incur the sins of all these people. Right? And then last one, he says, oh, because of compassion, destruction, enjoyment, and fear, I'm indecisive. I cannot fight. And then 2.7 is very important. Anybody remembers 2.7? Okay, I think a couple of Jay remembered that, and Sohani remembered the verse. Tanmay, do you remember this, or Krishna Chaitanya? Any one of you? Rohan, you might remember as well. Karpanya dosha upahata sabhava मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमं त्वं प्रपन्नम्. So 2.7 verse is very important because this is where until 2.7 Arjun is giving his justification, his excuses why he does not fight. But now 2.7, he surrenders to Krishna and he says, Krishna, please instruct me. So that's where he accepts Krishna as his teacher. And now going forward, Krishna is going to start Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is going to reply back. And the very first thing Krishna tells Arjuna is about the soul, about the Atma. And what he says, that Atma, the soul, is eternal. The body is material, but the soul is eternal. Nobody can kill the soul, right? So then we discussed this yesterday, that a lot of things he tells about the soul, that nobody can kill soul, water cannot wet the soul, the air cannot dry, the fire cannot burn, the weapon cannot cut. So all those things, and this to say that soul is eternal. And then so that's one of the reason he says that these people will never die. Their bodies will anyways going to die, but their soul will never die. And then size of the soul. Anybody remembers the size of the soul? What is the size of the soul given in our scriptures? Okay. Size of the soul. Okay, go on. Yeah, please.
thousandth of the tip of the hair.
Yes.
So the hair tip cut
Yes.
into 1,000 pieces. Whatever.
Nice. Yes. Thank you. So yes. So consider the
Oh,
hair. Now I don't have many hairs left, but consider the tip of your hair. Cut that into 10,000 times, and that's the size of the soul. And where is soul in the body? Anybody remember? Soul. Okay, I think Devika is just saying this. So maybe Devika is saying it's in my head. Well, we think it's in our head because the thinking power is in the head, but the soul is in our heart, the region of the heart. That's where the soul is. So the size and the location of the soul is given. Now, no other scriptures in the world will able to give you that. If you will go around and search for it, but the Vedas, Vedic scriptures, they give it. The Upanishad, they give the size and the location of the souls and the qualities of the souls, what we have discussed, right? And then going forward, right at the end of the chapter 2, what Krishna says that in text 4, in this endeavor, what we said that if we are material means, for example, I'm a qualified engineer. I'm an engineer whose qualifications are from England, and I'm a registered, I have a number, engineering number, registered with London Council. Now I can use that all over the world. But when I will die and I will be reborn, if in case I will not able to go back to Krishna, if I will reborn, then I will not remember anything about engineering. I will have to start again. So it doesn't matter how many years of experience I will have, I will have to start it again. Why? Because that qualification is going to stay with my material body. And this body is going to die. But anything we are going to do is spiritual. So when you read the Bhagavad Gita, when you understand about your soul, that is going to stay with you. So that's why 2.40, it says, in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. And a little advancement on this path can protect one from dangerous type of fear. So remember that. Why we should do spiritual bits? Why we should give the preference to spiritual? Because material is temporary. It's we need to, like we said, the body is like a car and the soul is like a driver. As soon as the soul going to leave the body converts into a dead body. The body is not a father, a grandfather, grandmother, mother, son, daughter. No, nobody will say, this is my son. Everybody will say, this is a dead body. Why? Because the soul is gone. So similarly, in the car, if the driver is gone, the car will not move. That's a different argument that these days we have driverless cars, right? But for the analogy, if the driver is there, the car will move. But the the driver is the main source, but the car is also important. So that's why we need to take care of the body. Don't just say I'm not going to take care of the body because body is temporary. It's temporary, but it's very important. It's vehicle to liberation, right? So take care of the body, but remember the main thing is the soul. Soul is what is eternal, what's spiritual. So always remember that. And that's where we go right in the end. And what Krishna says to Arjuna, that leave all the desires for sense gratification. Yes, Divesh, please.
does ritual mean?
What ritual means? Yes. Anybody would like to say anything on ritual? What's rites and rituals means? Okay. I will give you a story. We did that recently, Divesh. There are two guys. Okay, Adi raised his hand. Adi, would you like to say?
Yeah.
Yes, go on, please.
He's just saying, like, when it leaves the body, it will just go to another, like a woman's tummy. It will go just like to a woman's tummy straight away.
All right. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Yes. So, yes, Divesh, I will give you a quick story. So there are two guys, and they are construction guys. One is digging the hole, the other one is filling the hole. And then they move on the road. The first one dig the hole, a new hole. The second one fill the hole. And they keep continuing it. Imagine you watch two people on the road. The first digs the hole, the second one fills the hole. The first one digging the hole, the second one is filling the hole. And you're watching there and you say, Krishna, what are these two guys doing? And then you will go to one of them and you would say, excuse me, guys, I don't get it. What are you doing? You, the first gentleman, dig the hole, the second one, fill the hole. What are you doing? And then they will tell you that actually we are usually three in the team. The first one digs the hole, the second one put the seed inside the hole. Sow the seed for the trees to come out. And the third one fill the hole with the sand. So, and then we water and then the plant will come out. But the second one is off sick today. Means he's sick. He's not here today. So that's why we thought if he's not there, doesn't matter. We will do our own bits. We will do our own job. So when we do something without really understanding what's behind it, and these are called customs. We call it customs, we call it culture, we call it rites, we call it rituals. So it's like you will take the agarbatti or incense or a deepak, a diya, and you will just go at the front of Krishna or in the altar and you just go 1, 2, 3. Or you have a bell and you will just ring the bell. You don't know what you're doing, why you're doing it. But those things are called rites and rituals. You say, I do it because my father used to do it, or my mother used to do it, or my brother used to do it. I don't really know what that means. That's what we call ritual. Something you just got used to of it. And it doesn't have to be spiritual, it could be material as well. How? For example, every time you will go out, you will definitely take your mobile with you. Now, when you go out, you don't really need mobile. For example, you're going for a little walk or you are going in garden. You don't need the mobile. But people are so attached to their mobiles that they feel anxious if their mobile is running it. Mobile is not around. So when we do something just because we got used to of it, that's what we call rituals, right? And you will observe in your family, and people have many interesting rituals. You will have a good laugh if you will observe
Um,
members.
I've got a question.
Yes, please, Amog, go for it. Yes,
So, I mean, like, let's say you're saying about ringing the bell, that becomes a ritual.
yes.
But what if somebody does a bad thing? Would you call that a ritual, or would you call that
Well, ritual could be bad as well. Yes, rit- whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, ritual could be bad. If you, for example, there is a guy who goes around in the night and steals. You know, he steals. That's what he does. He's a thief, and every time he will go, he will just say, "Krishna, please." Whichever house I will go, please take care of me. The owner of the house should not wake up. I will go quickly. I will take whatever I'm supposed to take and I will run away. And that's the ritual. That's the ritual is for the elite. So anything, many cricketers, they have many rituals before they will go. They will uh, they will have a red handkerchief with them, or they will only go with their favorite cap on, and that's a ritual for them because they think now there is no justification behind it, but they just got used to it, and that's why they keep doing it. So yes, it could be good, it could be bad. The intentions behind it, they are different. Like the story we said that there are two guys now.
Prabhu,
Yes, please.
you can finish talking and then I'll say.
Oh, so nice of you. It's okay. I have not started the next story. You can say Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you so much.
Okay, I was saying
Yes.
that like if someone is like a stealer, they murder, they drink alcohol, they're bad, they
Yes.
do all the bad stuff. You shouldn't just think they're bad and stuff. You should also look at their good qualities because
Yes.
everyone, no matter what, has something good about them.
Very nice, Krishna Chaitanya. Very nice thing you said. And that's why we say that they are not bad people. They are only people with bad habits, right? So there is nobody who is bad, but there are people who have bad habits. If they will change their bad habits to good habits, they are good people. And similarly, when you will see good people, they are just the people with the good habits, and those habits could change tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and they could turn into bad people. So it's all we people, we humans are made up of our habits. And that's why we say we should always be conscious of our bad habits so we can get rid of them. And we should always motivate and inspire ourselves and people around us. And this is the power of association. So you're very right, Christian Chaitanya. Thank you so much for that. So yes, like we said, that if there are two people, so there is a guy in the jungle, and a thief is there, and thief says, "Okay, give me your mobile, give me your car keys, and your wallet, and everything. Otherwise, I will kill you." And he said, "No, I won't give you." And he will take the knife out and he will put it in the tummy, and the guy dies. That's one thing, right? One incident. Now imagine the different incident. There's a guy goes to the hospital and he says, "Oh, I have a tummy ache." And the doctor says, "Okay, I have to do the operation." He goes straight in the operation theater. The doctor will put the knife in the tummy to open the tummy. And right at that time, for some reason, unfortunately or fortunately, the guy dies, right? Now, in both cases, the action is the same and the outcome is the same. Action is that somebody put the knife in the tummy, and the outcome is that the person dies. But is doctor and the thief, are those two people going to get the same reaction? No. Thief is going to run after, because police will be after. He will have to run for his life. But doctor, nobody will say anything to doctor, because doctor's intentions were to save. Somehow the guy could not be saved and he died. So it's the intentions behind us. Whether we do good thing or bad thing is the intentions behind. Okay, great. So right at the end, 71, 72, chapter 2, Krishna is saying a person who has given up all his desires for sense gratification. And this is what we said, that we should not have any sense gratification. We have five senses, right? We all know the five senses. So eyes, nose, mouth, or
We
basically,
have six senses. We have six senses also.
and Adi always reminds me there is a six senses. Yes, the reason I say only five senses because I don't have the six senses. But you are very clever, Adi. You do have the sixth sense. Please tell me tell all of us what's the sixth sense?
Common sense.
Is the common sense. Very nice. Yes, Adi, you are right as always. So there are six senses. Well, I have five senses, but Adi has six senses. But yeah, some people have the sixth sense, which is a common sense. But common sense is not very common these days. But mainly five senses everybody has. Everybody has eyes, or maybe somebody wouldn't have eyes, but they could have eyes. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. And then, of course, common sense based on your experience. So, behind these five senses are material. If you don't have the body, you don't have the senses. Now, just think about it. Could you do anything in your life, anything, where these five senses, either more than one senses or at least one sense is not involved? Do you remember any experience of your life where these five senses were not? For example, you will say, I would like to watch something. Well, you have to watch with your eyes. Oh, I would like to listen to that music. Well, ears. I like to taste something. Oh, I like that perfume. Oh, I like the touch of that dress. Oh, when my mama or my daddy hugs me, it really likes. So only five. We cannot go beyond those five senses until and unless we become spiritual. How? We can just sit, close our eyes. We are not hearing anything. We are not looking. We are not using our eyes. Not no sense, no scent coming, no perfume coming. We are not tasting anything. We are not touching anything. None of the five senses there. We are just still, and let's say we are thinking about Krishna. It's very hard to do, and that's why we have the chanting. Chanting, where when we speak, we hear, and our senses, they get engaged in Krishna consciousness. So rather than stopping our senses, which is very hard to do, some people will just sit there and do meditation. And you can do it, but it's very hard to do it. But when you chant, it's very easy, and you can cherish and you can enjoy. And if you're going to do meditation, most of the time you're alone. But when you do the chanting, you can sit in the congregation, you can sit with the association, you can sit with the devotees, and that's why it's so nice. And that's why Krishna is saying that get rid of your sense gratification. Now, think of this most of the time, or mainly all, but think most, whenever we have any trouble, it's because of two things. Either you have something you don't want, or you don't have something and you want it. For example, COVID 19 is not there. Well, it's there, and we don't want it. No, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Right? And because of that, we are anxious. And the other thing is, we want mobile, we want car, we want a bigger house, we want a better job, we want a better grammar school, we want better marks, better college, better football, better cricket, better, more, 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 more. So how we can get rid of these two things? When we engage our senses in Krishna. How? Krishna tells us in next chapter, in chapter 3. Who will remind me what's the name of chapter 3?
Karma yoga. Nishkama karma yoga.
Karma yoga. Thank you. And I think, oops, what happened there? And I think Rohan may said karma yoga, and did Rohan said Nishkam karma yoga? Yes, very nice. Rohan, would you like to say three different types of karma? So chapter 3 is about karma yoga. Karma is action. Now we need to do the action. But there are three different types of actions we can do.
Karma, akarma, and vikarma.
Hari bol. Very nice. Would you like to elaborate on any of those, or maybe three of those, whichever you like?
Karma is bad.
Okay.
Akarma is the best one of the three.
Yes. Yes.
And akarma, wait, which one did I say?
Akarma is the best.
Yes.
And then we have normal karma, or we can say sakarma is the neutral. And then we have vikarma, which is bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're there, right? So there are three types of karma, three types of actions. So we have vikarma, which is negative. Then you have karma, sometimes called sakarma, and then akarma. Akarma is the best, and then you have vikarma, which is negative. Now, why vikarma is negative? Now, the examples we have taken, like the thief is there, he's also doing the actions, he's working very hard. These people, especially these days, the cyber crime, everybody, the whole world is on internet, and there are lots of people on internet. They just would like to hack the system, they would like to get into Zoom, and that's why we moved from Zoom to WebEx. So why? Because these people would like to get to the money or the power very quickly. It's still hard work, but the way they want to have it, that's wrong. And what they want is also material, but at the expense of somebody. They would like to harm someone to get it. And that's why it's called vikarma. It's a bad karma because the results are bad. Then we have the neutral karma, where you don't want to harm anyone, but what you are going to get, that's only material. Like what? We go to the job, and we get the money. With the money, we eat. Our body is good, but as I said, the body is temporary. We need to take good care of body, but just taking care of the body is not going to help us for long term, right? And that's why we will see many rich people, many rich people, they will do suicide. They will just kill themselves. Why? They have everything anybody, any human being could get or think of. They have it. Like one of the guy who killed himself, he had in his back garden, he had the helicopter, his own personal helicopter. He could go anywhere he would like. But why? Because they only work towards material things, not spiritual. And spiritual is permanent and material is temporary. So we need to take care of the body, but that's not the only thing. There is something else we need to worry about. So when people only work for material things, they don't look for the spiritual, then it's only a karma. Sorry, it's only sakarma or normal karma.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please, Tanmay.
I just realized that tomorrow I might not be.
Okay.
Can I do Jagdish Hare today?
Very good timing, Tanmay. So we will. Okay, so tomorrow you won't be here, but those who will be there tomorrow, we will revise chapter 3 and then we will move on to chapter 4. And for now,
I'll try and be there, but I don't know because my school they might have a meeting. They
sure.
probably.
Yes. No, I understand. Yes. Okay. So I will just get the lyrics there
Yeah.
for Jai Jagdish Hare. I think, okay, it's there, but it's a bit small.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
What does the karma mean?
Very nice. Sorry if I missed that. Karma means is action. When you do the action, it's called karma. Sorry, did you ask karma or did you ask sakarma?
Karma.
Karma. Okay. Karma in very simple terms is action. When you do any action, that's called karma. And karma are of three types: negative, neutral, and positive. Like bad karma and a karma which is not bad, which is not good, and then we have good karma. Okay.
Shall I do it line wise or shall I do two lines together?
As you like, Tanmay. Whatever you will do, we will repeat after you. So just to let everybody know, Tanmay would like to do Jai Jagdish Hare Aarti and we will repeat after him. Tanmay, it's up to you. If you are comfortable with one, do it one. If you're comfortable with two, go for two and we will repeat after you.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jagadish Hare.
Om Jai Jagdish Hare. Swami Jai Jagdish Hare.
भक्त जनों के संकट रात जनों के संकट
भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट,
क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का
जो
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का
जो ध्यावे फल पावे, सुख बिन से मन का। स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गो किसकी स्वामी शरण गो किसकी
मात पिता तुम मेरे, तुम कहूँ मैं किसकी। स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम बिन और न दूजा आस करूं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करूं मैं जिसकी, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख खल खामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मैं मूरख कल कामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम दिए कर गोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि मिलूंगी आमा, किस विधि मिलूंगी आमा, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
किस विधि मिलूं दयामय, किस विधि मिलूं दयामय, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
दीन बंधु दुख हर, ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे।
तीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे।
अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपनी शरण लगाओ, द्वार पर आते हैं। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपनी शरण लगाओ, द्वार पड़ा मैं तेरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विष विकार मिटाओ, स्वामी पाप।
हरो देवा।
It gets blocked when the black line comes.
Oh,
And there's a black line coming.
is it still there? Because I.
Okay, it's gone now.
Oh,
विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतान की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, कष्ट में दूर कर। जय जगदीश हरे, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Tanmay, very, very nice, very nice. This is something we used to do it in our childhood, and we still do it on a special occasion. So thank you so much for doing that. And sorry, we are a bit overrun, 6 minutes over, but it's such a nice one. Thank you so much, Tanmay, and thank you, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. And those who could make it and those who will not able to make it, I will see you back on next Sunday. If you can come tomorrow as well, which will be great, 3 p.m. every day from Monday to Saturdays, and Sundays 6 p.m. UK time. Okay, thank you so much, Divesh, Devika, Adi, Hare Krishna, Amog, Ojas, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Tanmay.